Okay. Alright, I'm here. Good morning, everybody. How are you all? Good to see you all. Thank you for joining. That's better. Hey, Besquicklehausen. Yes, so I'm gonna do a little bit of train infrastructure, I reckon, because I want to get the oil connected just a little bit better. It's a little messed up, and a bit of oil, and hopefully a bit of money, because we kind of need it. And Gator, hey buddy. Thanks for moderating, my friend. Yeah, this song, yeah, I do love this playlist. It's a good one. But hello everybody, where you all watching from? Sorry I'm late. Just a little... So hard to get ready. I don't know how anyone is early at a stream, honestly. Do other streamers, when they say they're going live at 8:30, does their screen start at 8:30, or do they start streaming then? Tell me. I have no idea how people do it. No idea. Hey, where you watching from, huh? Any cool new train assets? Oh, Jay, my friend, I'm sorry. I forgot to load them in. Ugh, I'm sorry. It's been a bit of a hectic morning. I'll get them in, I promise. Damn, that would have been so perfect. That would have been really perfect. I'm sorry. Yeah, a few people watching from New Zealand. How lovely. And Sweden, and North Carolina, and Poland, and Brazil. Who's the latest? Hey? Who's watching the latest? Yeah, I'm sorry, Jay. I should have. It would have been perfect. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some like stuff down here, because it's a little bit messy. I mean, some parts are looking kind of nice. I like this. I reckon we'll continue that sort of style around here. But I also think I might build a port. Might build a port. Or if it crashes, yeah, if it crashes, I'll do it. Sun says it is pretty stable, to be honest. I don't know how. It's got more assets. Yeah, don't go too yeah, let's not go too spammy, please. Pretty please. All right, well, let's just clean this up a little bit. I'll show you guys what I'm thinking for this area, but we've got a couple of issues that we need to just be mindful of. How's the audio, by the way? Tipo, maybe you are the latest. Kind of seems like it. Almost 1 o'clock. What's a small station here? What is that? I think it's called Siding Freight Station. These are great because they're just super plain. You know, you just add like the smallest amount of detail and then it looks great. So these are great. These are really, really, really cool. So audio is perfect. Fantastic. Well, how good's that? I think we're locked and loaded, ready to go. So a couple of things I need to be mindful of is I really need to stick to this space. So this is kind of, that's just like clumps there. I don't really need to work up there. But down here, I would like to be dedicated to oil. And I think I might extend it out a bit. This is the issue, is that I need to kind of stick with the scale of the city. So the airport might just get a little bit bigger. I think Sully was telling me that it's going to be too small. Let's just do a little measure. Let's do a little measure test. So that's a terminal. So if that's a terminal, and I stitch, what, 2 of them together, that's not giving, yeah. So the airport's probably going to go over a little bit, you know? It doesn't really have any room to go this way. So if it moves, it's going to go further this way. So there's a good chance that we could be increasing the airport a little bit. So I need to be careful of that. So, with that being said, I think I don't really want to build past this area. Just in cases. Which doesn't give me a lot of room. I could always move this lake. I mean, the lake doesn't have to be there. It could be a little bit further. You know? Maybe that should be the first thing I do, is move that lake over. Scale is like the hardest thing with this game. You think it's going to be a certain size, but it never is. Hello, 220 of you. How are you all? Any new stream watchers? I feel like people just like rock up late to my streams now because they just know they're always gonna be late. So this is what I'm taking inspiration from. If you couldn't tell. Is that another cruise terminal? How interesting. Man, you guys got so many cruise terminals around here. So I think I'm not gonna do that, of course. But I might do something a little bit like that. Another one! Come on, guys. How many cruise terminals do you want? So I might do a little bit of this. That might be kind of fun, you know? But not that. I think that's probably too big. But if I do it, then it'll be underneath the airport, you know? Yeah, Get it. How you feeling, buddy? You're sick last time. But all this should be pretty straightforward, because I mean, that's a substation. That might be fun. That's kind of cool. It'd be kind of fun to do something. A couple little waterways. Alright, we have to extend it out. It's gonna get bigger. It has to. Look at this. Alright, check this out. That's how big that is. And then we're just gonna go. Alright, so we're gonna need to make it just a little bit bigger, aren't we? Oh, hello, Flair. Didn't see you here. Sorry, no, I've just been rambling. Popular Ponderosa as well. There's a few familiar faces. Oh, hold on. Someone check historic aerials. Okay, let's... okay. I will, Jay, I will. I think I'm gonna pop it in, but I need to probably build. But that's great, because I've been struggling with Google Earth. It's too modern. You know, it's too modern. No, I'm not gonna build a cruise terminal. Don't worry. I'm not doing that. Alright, should we build some stuff? So let's extend it. Let's extend it. Or maybe I just make this... Maybe just make it on both sides. I guess, like, having this waterway doesn't mean that I have to, like, stop it here. That's a bit of an idea, isn't it? But I should probably make this a little bit more kind of, like, fixed up. What's a district name? No, got no name yet. Yeah, a few first-time streamers. Scale is the worst. Okay. I think we're gonna do it on both sides. Thank you. All my icons take a little while because I've just loaded up the game. It's been like... Honestly, I know I joke about being late to my streams all the time, but it's like 8:30 on a Sunday morning. You know what I think I will? I'm just gonna find my Google Earth. Why do I always make it small? Oh my god. Where the hell is it? Okay. Alright, so I think I might just start mapping out what this area is going to look like, and then I might move. So I could always move this. You know, this doesn't have to be right there. But in saying that, also don't want to go too big, you know? Let's map it out with some dirt roads. That should probably go to a main little area. Let's just keep it all the same grid, shall we? Don't worry too much about what that's doing. It's all good. Nice to see so many first timers. All right, let's just go as much as we will go. And I suppose this might be something too, right? I think this is gonna be further. All right, so let's just ignore that. Don't worry. I reckon scale is definitely the thing I've struggled the most with. Because the thing is, you want to make sure it feels kind of realistic. You want to sort of make it, you know, if I was going to make this like a big industrial area that's dedicated to oil, then we need more than just a couple of these. But then, because I'm trying to fit in so much, I'm not just like building one city here. Does make it a little bit tricky. Hopefully scale's less of a thing in City Skylines too. Oh dear, am I missing a mod? I think I might be missing. I don't know. Does that look a little bit bare to you? Am I missing like an anarchy or something? I don't know. Something's not right there. We'll just go to a 90-degree, please. Thank you. Oh, lovely. Right into the water. You know, like, it's very easy if you're just got, like, tunnel vision working on one particular space, and then you zoom out and go, like, oh, God, this is bigger than my entire city. That's, like, my biggest fear right now. So remind me to keep on zooming out, but not too far because there's some spoilers. Don't worry too much about this guy because I think it's going to shuffle along, you know? Do I have a list of all my mods and assets? Yeah, in my description and also my website. There's a particular type of road that I wish we had in City Skylines, and it's like this. There's so many cases where I would need to build a road that doesn't have sidewalks. It's got big medians in the middle, and it's kind of like a little rough around the edges. So many cases. There's like so many parts of a city that I need to build. And I've got like roads that are similar, but like not the same. You know, a lot of them have got, you know, and two lanes on either side. That's fine. But I want to build this. So the only thing I can think of is by doing this, which I don't love. Don't love that it's a highway. And also just like flat, you know, no sidewalks at all. Anybody else feel the same? Big suburban road, yeah, it's not the same, and it's all got those big green strips. You know, this isn't. I need just like what my ground looks like. I need to press play and let the ocean just do its thing. I'm not ready though. Yeah, it's like a straight, but Industrial road with a custom medium strip with no control. That's an interesting idea. Let's have a little go at that. Gotta spell it right though. Is it not called Industrial Road? What's it called? What are those roads called? Those vanilla ones. Because I think they've added a whole bunch of new ones. That's why I was trying to search for it. Because I think, don't they have like highway versions of them now? There's so many. Yeah, these ones? Do they have sidewalks? And they got railing. A boulevard, yeah, it's still not it. Yeah, the US does use a lot of large roads. We're not quite the same in Australia. We got a few, but I mean, of course, we got some big roads, but they're not on any level as the US. So it's an industry road. Yeah, of course. Oh, thank you. What a doofus. With a custom... Alright, let's just drag this guy here and we'll see what it looks like. See what we can do. You know what this is going to be? This is going to turn into a stream where we just build an industrial road. So I already don't mind that. Let's see what times we got. No, I feel like I might need to be the other one. They're highways. It's still more lanes than I want. But then, you said node controller. This could be interesting. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Or intersection marking tool, I think you mean, right? Like I could do this. Let's go. That's a cool effect, isn't it? That's great. So I could do this. I could go a little bit. I always figure out how to do this. Oh, okay, I see what I'm doing. So I could always make this why isn't he doing that? Am I missing something here? Ah, of course. So I could do something like this and make this a thing like that. Just ignore that glitchy thing. It's not bad. I don't like the bollards in the middle though. Oh, I don't have Bob, unfortunately. So I could do something like that. But again, I don't like the sidewalks. I want it to be bare bones, you know? No one's really walking in here. People are just driving in. Medium industrial road? Is that the one I chose? I chose a large. So I could go this one. But I think I want the lines on, yeah, but the bollards, yeah. I don't know. I think there is definitely something there. I think I might just stick with these guys. Because I can, oops. Because I can use Surface Painter. And I can do that. And then it doesn't have the sidewalks. I mean, it's not exactly what I wanted, but It's kind of close. You should be able to change the sidewalk to gravel. Oh, interesting. Use mover tool. How can you do that? God, you guys are very... I've been playing for such a long time, but there's still so much that I go, what? How do you do that? I think I might just stick with what I know. But keep them coming if you've got any other suggestions. Because I think this will work. This will do kind of what I want to do. I just want a network, you know? Just want one network that just does that. We've got a very close one. Hey, Drunk WY, thank you so much, mate. NOK, I don't know what NOK is. Oh, you're creative. Thanks, mate. Have you ever considered doing a Minecraft series? I could only imagine what you do. I would love to. To be honest, so I actually play... Well, actually, I use Minecraft a lot in my other job. So I'm actually... I feel like I know Minecraft very well. Yeah, I probably use Minecraft daily. I love it, but I don't really have enough time to do it, unfortunately. I barely have enough time to release weekly / fortnightly videos. So I feel like if I was to whip one out, then people would be like, dude, come on. But thank you. That would be, I mean, maybe one day. let's just see what happens, all right? Let's see what happens. Maybe if I go full time, then I might be able to whip out some extra stuff. But for now, probably just City Skylines. I reckon if there's like another game that comes out that's similar, I'll probably dive into that. But for now, it's probably just this. Norwegian. Oh, cool. But thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it. Let's just make this a little bit better. Mind you, it's probably all gonna change. A little something like that. How good's that? I'm a teacher. So I use Minecraft to teach different things. It's pretty great. Let me see. I think this is kind of working out. The only problem is when you start doing intersections, then it's not as great. So I think this will be like that, and then let's do a little corner, and then it'll kind of come into something like that. But I don't really know what's going to be there. Probably some sort of port. But I'll be honest, that's kind of working. If I extend it out a little bit more over here too, that might be kind of fun. I don't know if there'll be a port out this way though. Have you ever played Transport Fever 2? No, I haven't. It looks cool. It's not kind of... It's a little bit more... A little bit too focused on kind of managing. Whereas I think I'm probably better at doing this sort of stuff. How do I go about that with Minecraft? Well, you can use Minecraft to like basically teach a lot of different concepts. So if you're doing, you know, you can kind of, it's not just like all about like architectural survival or anything like that. You can kind of weave in history and science and even like creative writing. You can, you know, kind of weave it into that. It's so useful. Minecraft Education Edition, of course. But it's amazing. The only problem is you got to make sure that people, they can actually play Minecraft. When's the next episode? Next weekend. It's finished. I just got to put the, just got to edit it. But yeah, Minecraft's the best. I love it. I love it so much. So much fun. I could get sucked into the game pretty easily. But I mean, even City Skylines, I'm pretty much only playing to make videos. Which I love, but I'm not just playing this just for funsies. Alright, so sorry, I haven't really been speaking about what I'm trying to do here. I'm looking at this. I'm thinking, I'm trying to mix in a bit of this, which is a port, not a port, sorry, a harbor, which is dedicated for these cruise ships. But I don't really want a cruise terminal, but I do like this whole thing. So I might do that whole thing, but kind of based on this. But you know, I'm gonna make it so bare bones. You know, like I don't really understand what's going on here. Do you guys know what's going on here? Looks like a bunch of junk to me. That's another cruise terminal, so I don't want to do that. So it's this, but not that. it's all mixed in. So it's kind of hard to figure it out. So I'm probably gonna do something like this, but more based on that. This shape, but this, and it's not gonna make any sense. I'm just gonna do it. An old energy plant. Which part? This? All this? Is that why Jay was telling me to check out the historical aerial thing? I'm trying to avoid going down any other rabbit holes, you know? I wish I had another coffee. Really go for another one. Well, actually, I couldn't. I don't really need one. But I just want it. It's killing me. I don't want to press play just yet because I'm losing some monies. Bingo was his name-o. And probably that too. If Ferg was here, he'd tell me to press Control H, you doofus. And that works just as well. Do I need to do a corner? Maybe not. Is it overkill? Probably yes. Now all of this is going to be so for show. Like probably in like a practical sense, it wouldn't be very useful. No, I should probably just end there, right? I should avoid that cornery thing. And I was talking about extending this, but I actually don't think I really need to. I think this actually looks kind of cool the way it is. Let's just do that. And over here might be something, but I need to kind of end the city, you know? It can't go too much further. So I need to leave a good amount of space so it feels like, you know, this is all big and open and like a massive area. Marble Mountain save game still working? Is that a question? I think it is, but I think it's long gone in terms of jumping back into it. Now I think I probably have a Strode down here. Good old chunky Strode. And this guy will just be all like, maybe? Maybe like this? I think I'll do that. But there'll be highways, of course. I don't love it. Let's have a little sneak peek of what they're doing. Control H, $2. Control H. Boop, boop. before you'll have a heart attack. Well, let's have a little sneak peek. Yeah, I didn't think they were just connecting it up. So we could do something like that. That's kind of fun. Wait, what the hell? What's this? God, roads are just so confusing. What is going on here? So this is like its own little, kind of darts off and does its own thing. It's really interesting. So if you were getting a cruise here, you would then go use this road and go that way. Ah, but then this side of it is only for, you know, you check in because like this is like you only go that way. No, you would still go that way if you're going to this cruise terminal. So it's all just mixed in. Damn, roads are just like so confusing. Look at that, there's like a little sneaky entrance there too. Man, roads are just, what even is this? Welcome to North America. Is this funny because I get so many comments. I reckon every episode I do, people are like, "Oh no, roads don't do that. Roads, you know, in the US, they only do it like that and blah blah blah." But it's like roads do whatever roads need to do. You know, there's no like, you know, this is exactly how roads are in the city. No, roads just do whatever, and cities just sort of, you know, incorporate all these different types of, like, look at this. Look at this road here. Just like, what? Why are you doing that? It's so weird, you know? I love it. Love roads. But whenever anybody says anything about, oh, roads don't do that. No, they don't. No, they do. Roads do whatever they want. So, with that in mind, this won't be a cruise terminal down here, so we'll just make it... We'll make it solely for trucks that are coming in. Won't we? So we'll do something like that. And... like... Yeah, I didn't want a node to be there. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm definitely missing a mod, because that's not meant to be there. I don't know what I'm missing, but I'm missing it, and it ain't good. I don't know how that one worked. And I think I'm gonna do that because there's going to be a road that goes straight in here, like that. And I reckon I'll have some sort of, like, this would be a facility. So there'd be like a loading dock here or something. There'll be one over here. There'll be more of that over there. And there'll be another loading area there. Who the hell knows? Is that how these things work? I'm from Canada. When I want to get something to eat, I'm forced to drive across a 6-lane road. There are 0 sidewalks. Yeah, I'm really interested in the way like US cities are designed. Not so much that, I know you're not a US city, but North American cities, I should say. Just because, yeah, there's like some really interesting decisions being made when it comes to like the infrastructure. I mean, Australia is not much better. We make some very questionable choices. How about that, guys? Is that nice? Yeah, but US cities are really, really interesting. Which is why I always want to make them. So what I'm doing here is... probably just make that a 1 lane. I'm doing this and this and then I'm just gonna go like orange. Orange, just no, not that one. Shift. Oh, I want you to go that way. So is it shift? Nope, not that way. What am I doing wrong here? Is it red? I don't... No. Yeah, that way. And blue this way. But... Oh! Alright, let's just do that. Oh, you're so close. Just go a little bit like that, my friend. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Of course. Of course. So that's like that. This guy's like this. This guy, you go over here. Like that. And then this one, yellow. No, that way, buddy. There you go. Good job, yellow. Blue. Oh, we are so close. City Skylines 2 will just be like, just connecting the roads. Can't wait. I mean, this is insane that we can do things like this now. But, my gosh. I'm a little bit over it. And then I'll probably just do a little road. I might even do an industrial road instead. But kind of like that. But straight. What do you reckon? Easy. What are you guys talking about, huh? Basically, all the cities used to be walkable, but they all got bulldozed for car industry tire after World War II. Yeah, I don't know why that took me so long to read that. But yeah, I think that was the case with the majority of the cities. I know Sydney, we used to have like some awesome tram lines, and then they all got replaced with buses. And now we're kind of like bringing light rail back. But we had an amazing tram network. And maybe I'm just like romanticizing it because you know, maybe it'd be like not up to scratch in these times, but it would be so great to still have it because Melbourne still have all their trams and it's like the best network. Super useful, like historical, they're pretty, people will like use them all the time to get like to and from places. Cheap. Actually, I think that's the case for the majority of cities. Most of us have trams, streetcars, and then they all got taken out. Now they're slowly being crept back in. It's pretty interesting. I'm kind of liking this. I think this is working out. I think this is working out. Let me have a little peek at Google Earth, and then I'm just gonna dive on into some stuff. So what I want to do, so building these are kind of easy. They're kind of like little pockets of just like tankers, but I also love this sort of stuff, you know, just mixed in with but there's just lots of this random stuff that I, you know, obviously has some sort of functionality, but I've got no idea what's going on. So I'm gonna like try and do stuff like that, but it's not going to look very good. Well, it might look good, but it ain't going to be what it really is like. Don't you love that? I love contrast like this. It's so interesting. We've got like just industry, and then just got housing. And sometimes you get little pokes so you can kind of see it, you know? But usually it's all hidden behind trees and stuff like that. It's like with highways, you know? I feel like when you're like looking on Google Earth, you go like, whoa, there's a big giant highway there. But when you're like in it, you don't really notice it. Or maybe you do. There's some cool stuff going on down here. Yeah? Yes. Never been on public transport unless a school bus. Interesting. Having a good old chat about cars in the chat. That's nice. All right, let's just bloody get into it. So, I'm actually pretty happy with this road. I think this is kind of what I wanted. What I will do is I'm going to get a highway, 2-lane one, and I'm going to do a couple of... Oh god, what happened there? Oh dear. I feel like there's a cheeky note in there that didn't really want to behave. Can you just connect like that? That's what I wanted. Hold on. Oh, I see what I've done. Silly me. I need to do this again. An undo button would be nice. This is when you guys tell me, hey, $2, there's an undo button. Alright, just gonna do one of them. I'm gonna do another one somewhere. These are like little U-turn places. That one looked at. Yeah, that other one looks a lot better. Just a couple. I know it's probably not that useful, but it's the look of it. It's the look of it. Alright, I know they're kind of doing some weird things at the moment, but I'll fix them up, I promise. Public transport isn't great. Actually, it's not too bad in Australia. Any Australians watching? I feel like we're doing all right. Even in Sydney, I used to give Sydney a really hard time about public transport. I think it's actually a lot better. It's definitely a lot better than some other places. Actually, I don't think I'm going to connect these up. Let me just have a quick little squiz. Yeah, I don't think... Oh, maybe it will. Sorry, I'm just having a little look on Google Earth. Maybe that is a power station. Yeah, it is a power station. Florida Power and Light Company. Everglades plant. Yeah, it is. Okay, I might do a power plant down here. Any objections? When's the Sunset City Metro coming? I would like to do it... I don't know. I'm trying to think. I really want to do it. The city's like pretty much... I'm just trying to avoid some spoilers. I think the city is like pretty well set up for it now, but I kind of want to expand into other areas of the map before I start working on that, because that's one of those things that I think I would like more of the city to be done first. More of the region to be done first. Yeah, there is Turkey Point Power Station. I'm thinking a power station down here as well. Potentially. Potentially. This train line doesn't have to be right there either. In fact, I think I might make it go around here. So it's going to do a bit of a windy, which is a little more windy than trains are. Actually, it might be too windy. Cloaker, thank you so much, buddy. Tasmanian here. Love Tasmania. I went there like 5 years ago. Amazing. You have any plans on doing some more collabs? If so, who would I like to collab with? Good question. At the moment, probably not. Mostly because I just want to focus on building these places. And I feel like I've got such a particular way of wanting to build at the moment that I've got like a vision. I just want to build everything. Like there's nothing I really want to like give to anybody to build. Plus, I only want to work in my cities at the moment, just because I've only got, I feel like the clock is ticking, and I don't want to. Like, I want to try and get as much done in my cities before City Skylines 2 comes out. So if that means like, kind of like, if I collab with people, then it means I'll be working in other people's cities, and I feel like I need to just focus on this one. But when City Skylines 2 comes out, far out, I reckon I'll definitely invite people in. Plus, it's also really hard to share your saves. Like, there's so many variables. I share my saves with patrons of the channel, but like, I think a lot of them have a hard time getting my saves to work because it's like so particular, and I always miss out on like, oh, you got to make sure if you're missing a network, then like your game won't load. So it's always like hard. And every time I share a save with someone, it's always like such a gamble if I'm going to get back the same version. It's like a mess. I'm really excited for City Skylines 2, just bare bones, like not having as much to worry about. Because at the moment, I don't think people realize how much of a thread my game is running on. How do I make cul-de-sacs in City Skylines? It's pretty easy, to be honest. I'm going to show you really quick while I think about what I'm doing. I use no controller. I get down here. Actually, no, I don't. I first of all make get no controller, just make a little node there. Then I go to this one, and then I go down to stretch, and I stretch it out like that, and it makes a cul-de-sac. Like that. Pretty easy. LJ, generally love your videos, but wish there wasn't so much destruction before you reach your final iteration. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I don't want to be destroying as much either, but that's kind of just part of the process, to be honest. You might not enjoy the next episode then. It's definitely like not something I love doing, but sometimes you just need to do it. Yeah, that's tricky. I mean, trains don't love super bendiness. Unless he kind of goes down here. Could do that. But I feel like this probably needs to... Let's move that a little bit further. Let me just try this. I'm gonna have to press play, I think. Like, I don't know how much longer I can deal with. Just sinking. Yeah, that's not right. See, this is the tricky thing. Is trying to fit in. I've got concepts in my mind that I want to achieve, but I don't always have the room for it. All right, that's it. I'm gonna have to press play, so we can just get the water level back. If we lose money, that's just the way it is. But it's too bendy. I don't love it. Alright, let's just press play. Watch a bit of flooding going on. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I mean, look, I destroy some stuff. No, I don't destroy it. I just move something. I move something. But it makes sense. The problem is that I feel like sometimes I need to like see it down in the game, and then I start working around it, and then I usually go, oh no, that doesn't work exactly like that. It's almost like if you were to paint a picture, you draw it first, and then like erase the lines, and then eventually you'd be like, okay, this is how it's going to look, and then you paint over the top of it. Whereas you don't really have that in City Skylines, you just gotta go into it. So you get a lot of... There's a lot of times where you have to like change things. And the problem is as well, is that, you know, if I spend 2 hours working on a road and going, yes, that's exactly how I want it to be, great, you know, no controller, line business, all that sort of jazz, and then I realize that the airport needs to be double the size, then it's going to have to like creep into that area. It's hard. That's why I've done this, you know? So I can at least have a pretty good idea of how it's going to look. But even still, it's probably going to change a little bit. Again, that is why I'm looking forward to City Skylines 2, because there are tools that are just going to be far easier. Particularly the roads. Because I'm tired of like trying to spending hours working on these roads. I'm sure you all are too. Average Florida weather, yeah. Just super flat, huh? Actually, that's been one of the hardest things with this. A lot of people, you know, I find that a lot of people build their cities on flat maps. But my biggest complaint was the flatness of Florida. You know, there's like the biggest hill I have in on this place is just here, and it's like still just like a little lump. You know, drives me nuts. Drives me nuts because it's hard to like make things look more to scale, to hide certain things, but that's all good. Can I make a road pack? Nah. I would not be the right person for that. But I'm gonna be honest, this actually worked out way better than I expected. Like, that is pretty much what I wanted. No sidewalks, just a pretty bare bones, ugly looking road. Strode. Yeah, I think most people, well, not most people, I think a lot of people do like doing the roads. I like doing the roads as well, but actually that's the thing. I love doing the roads. I don't say I don't like them. I love doing the roads, but I hate how little progress you make in your city when you are working on roads. Does that make sense? Like, I think roads are super fun to work. Like, I enjoy doing that. But then I hate at the end of the day, you know, I'll have like, I've got 2 days to make videos basically. And I hate at the end of my building day to then go, oh, all I've done is build the roads. And then if I have to, if I decide down the track, actually this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to delete some stuff. Then that sucks because I've just spent all that time working on it. So, but in my soul, I have to change it. All right, my friends, what do you think about this? I think it's probably too bendy. Let's have a look at some other train lines. Because look at these guys. These guys are all big bends, big bends. Yeah, don't worry about that guy. Ignore the frame rate. Yeah, these are all big bends. I think we need a big bend. That's too little. I think this is like the threshold. That's the smallest bend. This is like, that's not staying like that. That's just a little temporary thing. What the fuck is a kilometer? Oh, sorry, Gator. Swallow. Wasn't meant to do that. W2F. WTF is a kilometer. All right, let's do this. Let's make it bendier. But then it's like a... But that's not too bad, is it? Can you guys live with that? Let's just do a little... Let's do a little... Come on. Alright. We know the train line doesn't have to be there either. We know what? I actually think when they go inside, let's just go through Lag City. Well, these are pretty bendy, aren't they? So maybe it's not a big deal. Maybe it's not a big deal, guys. Yeah, sorry, Gator. I told Gator, hey, make sure nobody's swearing in the chat, alright? We don't have any swearing. And then the streamer does a little swear. Just a little one. These are all bendy. I think it's fine. I think it might be fine. I'm gonna ask the chat. Though, chats, no offense, chat, but, and I'm gonna clump myself into this, but historically, we're a little bit wrong. I'm gonna ask about the train line. Is the train line okay? And what I mean by that is this. I think it's... I'll work on a couple more of those little bits. Alright, I'm gonna ask you guys. Is the train line okay? When I say okay, I mean... I'm gonna ask you guys, alright? It's out. When I say okay, I mean this little part... Is it fine? We'll fine tune it, but is it fine? Jay, you still here? I'll accept 50-50. So have a little bit of porridge while I wait for you guys. I'll accept 50-50. And there'll be no going back. If Jay returns and says, no, it's too bad. We're going into it. We're doing it. Oh, look Look at you guys. I mean, historically, guys, we're not very good at this. We... And that's on me as well. Because deep down, I mean, I built it, but deep down, I want to keep it like this. Lag City! Man it now. That's not a song. It's fine. Like, I might even extend it. This might even go a little bit... I reckon this is going to go a little bit further out as well. 83-17. My goodness. 82 votes. Come on, where's the rest of you guys? There's 200 people watching. Come on. Where are you? You got this on silent? I need your vote. Come on. Where are you? What are you doing? Just a little bit more. Oh, where are you? 85 votes. There's almost 300 of you watching. Come on. There we go, 100 people. Where's the rest of you? You guys don't... If you're not voting because you don't know, that's fine. I understand. I'm only teasing. I mean, so much of me wants to... This is the other problem about scale, is that I gotta, like, make it... I gotta fit in so much into, like, a small space. But if I want to, like, achieve all these windy train lines that snake in and out of all this industry, you know, look at this. Hey, let's just have a little bit of a train appreciation, yeah? This guy coming through, like, come through here. There's like these guys all parked and loading up and doing something. I don't know what trains do. And then look at this. This one's all abandoned. What? Why? I reckon in the 80s it'd still be operational, but look at this. Definitely used to come down here into all this. But why and how? Yes. And then this guy comes this way. Okay, I guess there's not as many train lines as I was sort of expecting, but there's a few. What's this guy? Love trains so much, but I don't know the first thing about them. I'll be the first to admit that. I'm like actually, shout out to all the people who just appreciate trains, but don't really know, don't have the foggiest idea about them. Also love the fact that, and I don't really know how it works, but this is only connected this way, you know? If you want to get from Sunset City, Miami, then I guess you have to go a different way? Is there like a loop-a-doo? How do you... There's no connection. See? Or maybe go this way and then reverse into it. Do you reverse into it? Did I... Jay, no swearing. You're a moderator. You should know better. That's it. Someone demote him. Do it. Where's the demotion? Nah, I'm just joking. I swore just a little earlier. We all get one swear. Chat, you guys don't get one swear, but the moderators and the streamer get one swear. No, don't do that. No swearing. That was a joke. No swearing. Yeah, Jay, I'm making fun of you because I accidentally did one. Everyone except for Gator. Jay, don't answer this question. But is this okay? But don't answer that question. Is this okay? But don't answer it. Actually, answer it if you say yes. Well, actually, just vote in the poll. Yeah, no swearing. We don't swear in this. It's fine. We're gonna do it. We're doing it. Look at this. You know what? I'm gonna say this is turning out just fine. I think that this is like enough room. And you know what? I think I'm even going to put in a little sneaky. A little bit of this. And this is just for fun. Okay, this is not for serious. This is just for fun. I think I might do that. But don't you, not for a second, think that this is serious. This is just for my own fun. What do you think about that? Oh, thank you, Marty McBrown. Yes, save. I appreciate that. I'm gonna press save. You guys get a little glimpse into all my saves. 31.3. More Spurs. What is that? Yeah. Thanks, guys. I have to admit though, chat is always so chill. Wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree, Gator? Chat is mostly pretty chill. And Marty, thanks for the dono, buddy. And for reminding me. That was a double whammy. Some more Spurs. Was that a spur? Did I just make a spur? Did I just make a spur without even knowing it? I think that's a spur, isn't it? Look at me, making a spur and I didn't even know it. I'm gonna end the poll because we're keeping it. How many hours have I done in City Skylines? Oh, so many. Many hours. I don't want to like look now because I don't want to show my stream, my Steam page. Kidding me? No way. So that's it. Bisqueakle, what else do you have to say? That you should do more little single tracks that go into industry. So Jay actually agrees that this is all fine. They go into industry. Well, that's what I want to do as well. What about one that goes in like this? I was just worried about the bendiness of the train line. But I guess if we're kind of just, if we're just doing it, then let's just keep the madness going, shall we? Let's just keep up the madness. I mean, maybe there'll be like a... Well, actually, no, let's just figure out the roads first. Let's just settle down. Alright, what we need to do is... Let's just get rid of this. Can you guys just... if this is your first time watching a stream, this is how long it takes. It takes me so long to figure this stuff out. And there's still a good chance that the airport's just going to increase in size and then we'll just have to, you know, encroach on some of that space again. Alright, you go over here. I don't love the way I'm managing the power lines at the moment, but it is what it is. Alright, I think I might build a dock. Alright, I'm gonna go dirt road to map this bad boy out. There we go. So chat, I'm just gonna look at my Google Maps for a sec. Alright, I'm gonna make a dock. And this dock is going to be pretty not pretty. Okie dokes. Just a heads up. I've definitely made better docks than this. Alright, I'm just gonna have a little play around. Like this. And you can go, just do a little, you go like that. And you, my friend, I think you can follow, now this is a real thought right here. Maybe like that. Just kind of like that. Must do this properly. Maybe like something to do with this. You know what? I don't know what I would really love to. I would really love to squeeze in a bit of a this. You see this? These little channels? Oh, look at these little guys. I kind of want to do that too. How do I squeeze that in? You see, there's too many networks. There's road networks, there's train networks, and now there's one of these networks. I want to put one of these ones in. That's pushing it though. That's pushing it. And then a power station. I mean, I think that's the whole reason why it's there in the first place, is because there's a power station there. But I kind of want to do it. I'm not looking at the chat, but I think I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to assume that you guys are saying yes. Yeah. Yep, I'm doing it. I'm doing this too. And you can't stop me. And I think it's going to go here. Which means... Chat, I'm just assuming that you're cheering me on. Okay, to moderate all the comments just so that it's compliments only. Don't do that. But do that. No, don't do that. Let's see. I reckon there'll be a little channel that... Maybe this will be a little channel. Kind of like snakes its way in here. Right here. Alright, what are you guys talking about? When did I start my City Skylines 2 build? What month? I don't think I can really say. But a while ago. Yes, docks and barges. Great. Oh, hey, thank you, Serena. Google Open Railway Map for any location. Google Open Railway Map? I don't know if I know what that means. Oh, no worries, Jay. See you later. Thanks for joining. Yes. Those weird channels are probably where they got the fill from for the bridge. I don't know if it... I think it might be for... I think those channels are for the power station. Bad design for some reason? Probably. But I like bad designs. think that's what makes it interesting. Bad designs. That's why I don't build the prettiest cities, you know? Maybe like that. I think there might be a little channel going in this sort of way. Open railway map. Ah, okay. I'm gonna just open it over here. Well, well, well. This looks fantastic. Okay. This is great. Thank you for that suggestion. Oh, you didn't need to donate again. Thank you, Serena. Yes, this is amazing. I love it. I love it. Thank you. I'm going to be using this. Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm going to be using that. Thank you so much. No bike lanes, bro. Would you like me to put a bike lane in this area? In an industrial area in the 80s? What do you reckon, chat? Should we do it? A couple of bike lanes just heading towards this power station. Let's go like this. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, I think I might leave it like that. I think the shape is pretty much how I want it. Now I'm just gonna get these back down to the level that I want. All flat, thank you very much, my friends. Yeah, thanks, Serena. '80s and bikes, those two words don't add up, yeah. I mean, the 80s, they barely had people infrastructure, let alone bike infrastructure. Yeah, we're definitely not building perfect cities here. Don't watch my channel if you're after a perfect city. I build pretty much the opposite. It's definitely like my forte. So this is gonna be like a little channel, but I don't think I've got any good channel networks, like river networks. So I'm probably just gonna leave it. Because at the moment I've only got these vanilla ones, and they're not gonna cut it. These aren't it. This is not it. For some reason I got the LA ones, but I don't think... Well, this could work. But I don't think that's what I want either. Yeah, that's a little bit too... concretey. Yeah, not it. Not it. That's right. What I'm after is more of a grassy bank. God, we got some... Sometimes like these assets just sit in some very strange places and I forget all about them. I forgot about this. That's great. Probably need to put that somewhere so I don't forget about it. How about instead of bike lanes, put in some gators? Well, I think some gators might sit around here, to be honest. Yeah, chat is always chill. Not always chill. I think you do a good job in moderating gator, but yeah, chat is pretty chill today, which is nice. These guys are kind of... You're not in the right spot, my friends. Look, I'm gonna move you guys here for now. Just for now. Just for now. Now, a power station's going to sit right here, my friends. But in terms of power stations, don't know what kind of options I've got in my arsenal. Oop. Oop. Yeah, I don't know why that was not working before. So these dirt roads, don't get used to them. They're just there to like map out where I think the channel. So I think we're gonna do a channel here, shoop, shoop, like that. And it might be another one here. Yes. That makes a lot of sense actually. But I think I'm gonna download something from the workshop because there's actually like there's a perfect network. But it's gonna go there. I'm just mapping it out. Just trying to get an idea. You know? Gators on bikes? That would be fabulous. Alright, let's have a look what power station network. Power stations I have. Power. Why have I forgotten where power sits? Now, let's see. What? Can I show you the power station? Now, this actually would work out well because, I'm going to be honest, at the moment, we have no power station. Okay, Sunset City is operating on no power. I've just placed down a silly little one. Do you know what sort of power station this is, guys? What are ya? What kind of power station are you? Is it oil? I don't want to like open up too much stuff. I'm always like cautious of what gets opened up on my streams, you know? Maybe it's, I don't know. Do you guys know what it is? What is it? But what do I have? I've got this. That's kind of similar. Whoops. Not really. Then we're gonna add a couple of little substation, you know? All this stuff. We'll do one of these. Close by. This could sit maybe like there. I don't know what that was there. It's not gonna be nuclear. But I actually don't think I have the assets for it. Probably oil, yeah, I think it is. Natural gas. I don't know what it is. Yeah, again, there's an elephant. I don't think I've got the right assets for it. So I might just have to put that. That's where it's going to go. The power station's going to sit here. While I wait until I download those assets, I'm going to just kind of map out where I think it's going to sit. It's going to be just like in this little section. Yeah, I don't like that either. Needs to be all fairly on the grid. Maybe like that. Right there. You know? Power station. It's nuclear? Thank you very much, Serena. Well, I don't think I've got the rights. I've got nuclear assets, but I don't think I'm going to use it in that area. Like, I've got these. But I think I'm going to save this for my other nuclear power plant. Well, I mean, these are pretty close. I could probably use some of it, couldn't I? I don't have the foggiest idea when it comes to nuclear power plants. But might be kind of fun to do something like this. And this could be like going into the water, because you know that's how nuclear power plants work, right? Just like that. This is definitely not how it's gonna work. Is that? Okay, so I'm obviously missing an asset. That's so great. But yeah, that's probably gonna be too large. You know what? Maybe we'll just do a couple. Let's just piece a couple of things together. Who knows? I'm not going to do one of these though, because that's going to go somewhere else. These guys are big chunky things. But that might be kind of... Could do something like that? I don't know. I might just leave it like that for now. I'll get rid of that. I don't think that's going to work. I'll have to come back. But I think, yeah, I think a power plant will go there. Yeah, I'll build something. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what that is. But for now, that's so fine. Because that gives me a good idea where it's going to go. And that'll just be like a little nuclear spot there. Or little power plant. And then for this area, what I want to do is... This will be my dock. So we'll actually have like ship's dock in there. But this here, I think I'm going to make into another one of these. How did I make that? That looks like... Okay. Are these actually holding oil? They are. Fantastic. Well, you, my friends, can come a little bit further. No, we'll go in the middle. No, skater. Let's see. Do a couple of these little boys. Oh, that's enough room for one of them. That's pretty big though. I think it might be blowing my scale out a little bit. But I think that could be a little bit closer. Unless I did one... Yeah, why don't we go a little bit closer? Get it nice and snug to that road. Just there. Yeah, that's nice and snug. There. We'll just do 2. And then... I don't know if I'll do both on either side. Maybe I'll go kind of like that. I like that they don't all look the same, you know? They're not like this universal size and shape. But I also really love that we've always got these green spaces between the different sections. So I can kind of do that. Yeah. This one might extend like that. Boop. Boop. These brushes, my friends. Anybody else use these brushes more than any other asset? I use these for everything. They are the best. The best. Turkey Point, yeah, I'm going to be doing Turkey Point. It'll be somewhere else though. Not here. So this might not be nuclear. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as everything in Miami. It can be a little bit different. Couple of baby ones there. So This is where I just start kind of placing things randomly. Like, it really doesn't have to be perfect. Like, that kind of works. That kind of works real nice. I just opened brushes. I mean, these are assets I've downloaded from the workshop. But they've been on the workshop since like 2015. You know, like some of the earliest assets. And these can get circled, even though they're not really circles. But they're so great. It's so great. And then the really nice thing about this is because I've already started building this one over here, I can actually just copy over the assets that I've used, like the decals. Boop, boop, boop. And I can go bloop, 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 bloop. And a little bit high up, so I think it might too dark. Lighter, please. Thank you. But the skid marks. These are some of the best decals ever released. They have heaps. And I'll put the pipes in later. How did I come up with my name? Pretty random, to be honest. When I was trying to figure out the name of my channel, I just thought of something that I could kind of identify with a little bit of, you know, where I come from, Australia. So I could actually include that. And then, I don't know, maybe a little bit random. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty much said that he doesn't like these assets, but they're so good. They work like a treat. Let's see, what else can I put down here? I mean, I probably should just continue the drums, right? There's so many of them. I mean, this one's not even on concrete. This is like surrounded by roads. So maybe I'll do one of these ones. This is actually kind of cool. You got like these roads snaking around it. I might do one of them. There's like tons of them. Do I have the space for it? Maybe. Could go in there. Now I'm looking at this. That's probably a little bit big. Probably a little bit too big, I reckon. I was talking about the road mark puddles and other decals by Ronix, but I know those ones by FX. They're the first ones I sub to. FX. I'm not sure. I know those ones. Yeah, the skid mark ones, he has, I mean, he's pretty much listed a whole bunch of his assets as outdated and all that sort of stuff. But this is, like, those ones are actually, like, still so good. I don't know why he doesn't like them. I don't know if this is going to work. Just sort of like want a little bit of variation, you know? Not always the same type of roads. Or like that. And then I might go for smaller ones. So I'm just going to kind of place these randomly for now. And we'll space them out. I'll space them out. There should be a rail yard to store oil and covered hoppers. Yeah, I think I might do this as like a bit of a rail yard. Actually, no, probably not. I'm thinking about doing some sort of rail yard up this way. Possibly. That would make sense. Hey, Artifacts. Good to see ya. No, I think I might use move it. I don't know if this is going to work here. I always feel like something else should be in this space. Chat, do you have any ideas? I mean, like, I'm pretty much just trying to like mix it up so it's not all the same. I don't know why I'm bothering to spin these around. There's like no reason. This could potentially like bankrupt me. There's a bit of us just like putting these in any area right now. And I'm just trying to like create a bit of variation. And then I could actually go through and go bit of gravel, bit of gravel, bit of gravel. And then I was also thinking getting some dirt in here. I don't know. Maybe cargo containers. Yeah, I think I like the straight roads better too, but I'm just trying to get something a little bit different. But that might be better suited like up here or something, you know? Where I've got a little bit more space to like work with. Alright, I might come back to that. I might come back to it. I don't think it's working. Alright, let's actually get this operational and press play and see how this works. What do you think about pipes? You know what I should do? That way you just make them a little bit better. Let's just get them following the road a little bit. Just for something a little bit different. Inspired by City Skylines 2, maybe? Actually, that's stuff that I'm not doing. Pipes are for suckers. I might even turn off this functionality, to be honest. It's kind of annoying to work with. Alright, let the flooding begin. I've got about 10 more minutes, my friends. I think I might get my key down here so I can start seeing what that looks like. And then I can get rid of those dirt roads. Yeah, this could make or break me. I don't know if this is gonna... Am I getting power here? No, I didn't think so. Even though there's a giant power plant right there. Hey, thanks for joining, Shiro. There you go. Connected. You happy? Oh, you are. That's nice. There. Hey, thanks, Eric. Can we get more Oceania? Yeah, we will. I think I'm gonna finish a couple of episodes in Sunset City, and then I'll be diving back into Oceania for sure. I'm pretty happy with that. Like the structure, the shape of this is, I think this is pretty good. And I'm making money. That's good. That's what we want. We need to make some money. Things are getting a little bit desperate. What are you guys complaining about? Too few services? What do you want around here? Yeah, I suppose you probably need a couple of things around here, don't you? I don't know if I want to put anything down. I think it's just the way it is, mate. You just gotta deal with it. I think this is looking alright. The structure is looking good. What I need to figure out now is more the dock area. So I'm probably gonna do something like this, but it's not going to be for cruisers. It's gonna be for oil tankers like these guys. But I actually can't figure out how they're loading up here. I'm just gonna make an assumption that once upon a time, this train line, when it was still operational, I reckon even back in the 80s, you can see where I used to cross over here. I reckon this went all the way down here. It probably connected up to this. Actually, maybe just connected up to this, but maybe it went down to this. Because I mean, there looks like a lot of old infrastructure that's no longer in use. So I reckon there could have been some trains connecting all this up. But at this stage, I don't really know. It's kind of hard to like figure out what's going on. What if I have show a little peek? Let's have a little peek through here. Let's have a little look. It's so hard to tell. They look like grain silos. But I guess they're not. What are they? I don't know what that says. What are you guys doing in there? What are you doing? I need to know. These look like pipes in the middle. Are they pipes in the middle? What's going on with industry, huh? This feels illegal, doesn't it? I feel like I shouldn't be here. Alright, let's get out of here. So I'm just gonna like do something kind of inspired by that. So my train line is going there. I don't know if it's realistically connecting up anything. Because I mean, like, if this is all for oil, which I am assuming that it's going to be, because I think like the rest of all other cargo comes in a different area into Sunset. So I think that if this is all for oil, then I don't think we'll have any more tanks around the dock area. We'll probably just leave it more for like a bit more like open, because that's what it kind of looks like. But I do have some tankers. Let's see how big these guys are. Look at this. Pretty much exactly what I need. Once we placed on roadside, well, you're lucky there's a road here. But I reckon we might have one here and here. Oh, come on, mate. I don't want you pointing that direction. Look, it's fine for now. It's fine. Look, and they're hovering up in the air as well, so let's not think too much about it. Hey, David. Gator, you having trouble with tree placement on your map or spacing certain trees placement? Yeah. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of a tip. So when it comes to like placing trees, actually I can't really show you because it's. I'll show you one spot. So what's hard about trees in City Skylines is that trees are like massive, just in general. You know, like you get. Of course, you get like so many different size trees, but you have like such varying sizes. But you go to like some parks and they've got like giant, big like oak trees that take up like huge amounts of space and like cover like huge areas. But you got to like choose the right trees for like the right area. So let me try and find a good example. So like down in parts like this, I've got like a lot of small shrubs. So I'm like going for like actually tiny shrubs. But then for places like over here, this is going to be where my Cuba inspired city is going to be, if I ever get to it. But this is actually like super tiny. This is like not a big island at all. And these mountains are also very, very, very small. But the trees that I've placed on these mountains are actually just like tiny trees. So these are shrubs pretty much. So if I was to get like a regular sized tree out, God, look at the lag. So like that's how big other trees are. So I've put the smaller trees on some of these bigger mountains. These are, what are these trees? These are, and you guys see the size of these like palm trees too. I think these are they called shrubs? I think it's got a cluster. So they're essentially like this. I mean, this is like a cluster of very small shrubs. And that's like the size of these trees. So yeah, here we go. Small tree cluster. So these are great for mountains because they still look really big. Like these mountains look fairly large, but they're actually not large at all. These are like tiny trees. And these are like small mountains. And if you were to like look at the size comparison, you know, like that's a small island. So that's kind of like how I do my like forests and stuff. Whereas like over here, we got some pretty large trees, but I've also got those small clusters mixed in with it. So you got to like choose your trees. But yeah, typically if I like build an area where I need those like big oak trees or something that like really represents like big old trees, then I'll place them sparingly, but I usually go for the more smaller trees just for scale. Bigger trees in the cities, yeah, but not necessarily as well. I reckon bigger trees when they're not like compared to other things, you know? So I think use smaller trees when you're trying to make other areas look much larger, if that makes sense. I know it's a bit of a roundabout way of saying things. Why do I have mugs? Oh my God, I've got such random stuff, guys. I really need to clean up my assets. Here. These guys. These guys are kind of painful to... maybe I won't use those guys, actually. I might go for something a little bit more simple. Yeah, these ones. And of course. But that's fine. I've got ways of dealing with you. Thank God for Move It. That's for sure. Oh my gosh. Alright. Don't you worry. Let me get you nodes. Let me show you where to go. What? Cha. Easy. I think I might keep those dirt roads there. I might even sit them on top. Just a crazy thought. No, I'll fix you guys up. Just a crazy thought, but I might even drag these guys right here. And then I'm going to drop them a little, just a little. Maybe like that. So it's like a little bit of the dirt road, but then a little bit of... So it kind of like mixes in. Thanks, Gator. You didn't need to donate, buddy. But yeah, thank you. I hope that helps. I don't know if it really helps. I just try and mix in the smaller trees with the large trees. But I probably go for more smaller trees than anything else. But I mostly deal with scale. You know, I'm always trying to like fit in way more than I need to in my cities. But I don't know if that helps. If you're building like a large city, then you probably, the scale is fine. But there's certain trees that are like that are on the Steam Workshop, and I go, yes, these are amazing. But if they're too large, then I can't use them. But they usually look alright in the cities. So when you do like nature stuff, that's when you want to use some of the smaller stuff. Yeah, I actually use mostly shrubs, to be honest. Like most of the things that most of the trees you see on the map are like listed as shrubs. Oh, that's good. Real Jacob, how do you have all the different things? I don't have them. Yeah, I've got a lot of custom assets. So this is like not, if you've just like bought the game, then this is not how the game looks. This is like very modded. Now this is, I'm by the way guys, taking the easy way for this. I think if I was to do this more like how it looks in real life, I would probably go for more simple docks. But I wanted to use the key. These are much easier. Yeah, go shrubs, buddy. Go shrubs. Now I need to lower this guy. And I bet, yeah, because I've got it so close. No worries, that's fine. Oh, don't look at that. Did you look at that? Guys, you weren't meant to look at that. That's for the next episode. Whatever you do not go back and rewind the footage. Because there's stuff there that you shouldn't see, so don't look. That's right, do not go back. Yeah, that's good. So nobody rewinds the stream because that was a spoiler. Okay? Sweet. Glad we have established that. Let's see. Come, buddy. Where are ya? Boop. Just like that. Play. And let it... Come, water. Fix yourself up, buddy. Hua. Sha. Hua. Yeah. I like to make karate sounds when I'm doing things. Good. Yeah. Nobody rewind the footage. I'm glad you're all honest. It's good to be honest. New sporting team, the Sunset City Shrubs. Yeah. That's right. Sunset City is mostly shrubs. God, this is very low down, isn't it? Well, I guess Florida does have some flooding problems. Yeah, that's right. Some leaks. Yeah, well, I mean, it's alright. I mean, no one's gonna go back and rewind that footage, so we're all good. Everyone's honest here. Which is good. It's good to be honest. Lag City. Just want one. And I'm copying this over because I can't remember the name of that network. Butcha. He's having a bit of a hard time, isn't he? Like, thank God for all these different tools that we have, but man, I am looking forward to a whole bunch of new ones. You guys looking forward to a whole bunch of new ones? Just leveling the playing field. We're all just We'll just back at square one. Can't wait. Hey, Troy, just be careful while you're spamming, my friend. Terraforming network. I don't know if it is. I think I'm using a different one. Yeah, I think I'm using something different. Or is it double R? Yeah. What do you think? I mean, all this is going to be a little bit different too. So I mean, it looks a bit, you know, all good, all good. And look, I was talking about moving this, but I actually don't know if I need to. I mean, just have a little squiz. It's pretty close, you know? So I might just like kind of similar. Plus, I need to figure out what this area is going to look like because that's where the airport is. Ours is the same. So this will probably be, you know, might be kept all like green and luscious. You know? But I think that's looking pretty good. So what I need to do, I need to get a network that's going to cover a bit of an embankment there. Embankment. Look at that. Beautiful. A train is using our area. That is fantastic. I so wish that because it was obviously taking more oil than anything else, I wish it had oil tanks, you know? You know, wish the trailers just reflected on what it was carrying, but that's fine. That's fine. We're not playing Transport Fever. I guess, is that something you do in Transport Fever? Maybe? I've never played it. But God, that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I think you guys are a little bit more sunken into the water than that. And this whole area probably needs to be a little bit more. Let's have a little look. Yeah, look at that. All right. Let's do a little bit of flooding, and then I need to go and we'll get on with my day. It's 10:30. 10:30. What should I do with my day, guys? What should I do? What should I do with my day? I mean, it's not really up to me, but probably should do the groceries. That's what I should probably do. Flooding. Do a little channel. Like that. I need to figure out my water situation a little bit better. Don't go too crazy, Tulos. Just chill out. Don't go too crazy. Leave it. Leave it. Speed. Make pancakes? Man, that sounds pretty good. I'll make a coffee, that's for sure. Doing around the house project. More city skylines? I think I'm probably pushing it. That's probably it for city skylines for today. What is going on? Maybe it's because the network's too stretched. I think it's too stretched. Look, another train! Oh, wonderful. It's probably too high up too now. Let's do that. That's a little bit better. Yeah, coffee. And probably do the groceries. Maybe some exercise. Maybe a little bit of City Skylines later. I reckon Real Jacob starts slow. Go into the Steam Workshop and just I don't know, scroll through maybe some of the most subscribed ones. You can also go into the collections. So go to collections and have a look at some of the things that people have like put into bundles, and find maybe ones that are like, I don't know, beginner's guide, or you know, must have mods and assets, but really start slow because there's a lot to learn. If you're just new to City Skylines, I would probably just play the game vanilla for now. There's enough custom stuff to play with. But yeah, there's a bunch of like must-have once you get the hang of things. Like right now I'm using Move It. Move It's great. So you can like move different bits and pieces. But yeah, I'd really recommend just starting slow. Like all the things that I'm doing right now, this is far too many years of playing. Go for a nice bike ride. Yeah, that might be nice. Maybe a ride. Look at these trains coming through, my guys. Yeah, it would be actually a nice day for a bike ride. Train ride. Actually, you know what? It's probably gonna rain, so maybe it's not. No, it's Sunday. Sunday chore day. You know what I really need to do? That guy. Okay, one more thing. One more thing. I just want to see how this looks. I don't think I've got the right assets for this. No, not a barge. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Okay, I don't have the right asset. But I think I'll put in a... I think I'll put a harbor in here. But not one of these. I think I'll put in one that's just... I'll have to drag that route out a little bit better. But yeah, I'll probably put like a dock here. A barge. Place where people can come in. More hints about City Skylines 2. I probably can't say anything. Alright guys, I better go. I'm gonna make another coffee. Get on with my day. Yeah. Hey guys, thank you all so much for joining. Very much appreciated. Troy, thank you buddy, you didn't need to do that. It's all good. All good. No dramas. No hard feelings. We're all good here. Thanks, mate. Hey, thanks everybody. Have good weekends. Gator, thanks for moderating. Alright, appreciate you all. I'll do a little zoom out. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Alright. Bye, my friends. Catch you all next time. Goodbye.